Hi everyone, I did the yin yang symbol. These are some examples of where you might find the yin yang symbol. Um, this symbol is part of the Chinese culture, but it definitely has made its way to other countries, of course. So, for example, in America, I know I've seen people wear bracelets and shirts with this symbol on it. I actually had a necklace that looked like the one at the bottom of the right of the screen, and I gave my friend one half and I took the other. I didn't know exactly what it meant because I was really young, but I thought it was really cool. Um, and then, according to Robin R. Wang, author of Yin Yang, The Way of Heaven and Earth in Chinese Thought and Culture, the symbol can be seen everywhere in China. For example, on the left bottom of your screen, you can see the yin yang symbol is in a temple. And on the upper left hand of your screen, you can see the yin yang soup. I had no idea there's a soup. I thought that was kind of cool. Some common misconceptions is that it is a religious symbol and yin and yang are in conflict. Okay, so it's not a religious symbol. It is in a religion, but it doesn't represent that religion. The religion it's in is called Taoism. So yeah. The second one, yin and yang are in conflict. That is definitely wrong. Yin and yang are in harmony. So it's the complete opposite. Alright, the history of this symbol is it has its origin in I Ching. Jaeger, author of A Geometrical Approach to Chinese Medicine, The Origin of the Yin-Yang Symbol, which was published in 2012, mentions how this book is the most fundamental and oldest books in Chinese philosophy, and how the book is about natural phenomena and the seasonal cycles. At first, the symbol represented the entire celestial phenomenon. So as you can see, the picture on your screen shows the different seasons labeled around the symbol. And later on, the symbol is going to represent balance. What is the meaning of the symbol? The symbol represents the interconnectedness of the world. So there's day, but you need night to have day. And that's actually an example on the screen. So they're interconnected. And another thing about the symbol is it represents duality. So there's two opposite things that are together. So, for example, chaos and order, they go together and they're in harmony. Even though they're complete opposites, they balance each other out. So the whole idea of yin and yang is balance. Oh, and the examples on the screen. So the black part of the symbol is yin, and that represents femininity, night, chaos, and the unknown. And it also represents like a lot of other things, but the list goes on. And yang represents masculinity, day, order, and the known. And that list goes on forever too. But yeah, so the yang is white. The yang is the white part, and the yin is the black part. intercultural communication and yin-yang symbol. So, knowing information about the yin-yang symbol will help prevent miscommunication between cultures. So, in the Chinese culture, the symbol makes up a lot of its cultural mores. And a cultural more, according to Anastasia Carrillo, author of Intercultural Communication, a cultural more is a component of culture that can be learned, such as norms, values, and customs. Some examples of those in the Chinese culture with this symbol is that it is used in Chinese medicine and people drink hot water when it's cold outside. So, if, for example, you see someone drinking hot water, you might be like, what are they doing? Because, in America, I don't think I know anyone that does that, but it's just very unfamiliar to me. So if I were to communicate with someone who did that, I would want to make sure that I communicate the right way. So, and it'd be so helpful to me to know this information, because then I won't be confused and like, what? So I think knowing this symbol and how it affects their culture more is very important, because it will definitely help with your communication. Discovering internal components. The yin-yang medicine theory is one example of an internal component of people who go by yin-yang. According to Anastasia Carrillo, author of Intercultural Communication, an internal component is a subtle and sometimes unspoken dimension of a culture. So many people might be surprised when they find out about these cultural mores and might not know how to respond, because they probably were not expecting it, because they can't see it on the outside of them. So when it actually happens, they might be kind of like, what? Like, they're just surprised because, it's not their culture. So internal components can be kind of surprising sometimes. So I know I found the yin-yang medicine theory very surprising. I had no idea about it. I thought it was very interesting. For example, basically what it is the doctors in China will relate this yin-yang theory / symbol to their health. For example, they may say you have too much yin than yang. And I had no idea they did this. I think it's really cool. What should you do moving forward? I would do research about the yin-yang symbol. You're going to learn a lot about it. I know me doing this presentation, I learned a lot about it. I had no idea about. And I learned about a lot of the how the symbol affects how they live. I would also have a positive global attitude, because you should always have that when you're communicating with people, because it just shows you're like interested and you want to learn. And you should embrace differences, because you can learn, and it's just a good thing to do. But yeah, if you do all these things, then your intercultural communication should be great, and